This is the OtterBox Defender Series case. Is it really worth it, despite all of the hype over OtterBox? OtterBox always packs their stuff in a nice, very neat package, as you can see here. It is anti-theft package, which, you know, that's just a Walmart thing, so that, you know, you can't walk out of it without paying and all that. So, I do not have any tools with me, so I'm, like, kind of just gonna rip it open. And this is for the iPhone SE. This will also work for the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. Oh, come on, we can get it open. Finally able to crack into the box. OtterBox, you got really good packaging, but you really need to improve on the whole, hey, let's like bolt it up and stuff. Like, that is just not a good. So here's all the contents. You know, you get basic OtterBox stuff. You get your little limited warranty, and really, to be honest, it is not limited. OtterBox has a lifetime warranty, so that's pretty great. And it says right here that California Proposition 65 warning, this product contains a chemical known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, and other reproductive harm. And that's just a bunch of BS if you ask me. So here's the case. It's a really nice case. I decided to go with the grayish, bluish color. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Here's the holster. It's like a belt clip. You can belt it onto your thing. Oh, come on, if we can get this off. Sorry about that. I was finally able to get that box off. But here's the OtterBox right here. As you can see, it looks pretty slick. Built-in screen protector, Touch ID right there. Yeah, we got this little thing right here. Welcome to Planet OtterBox. We've bought more than a great case, or you've bought more than a great case. You bought a form-fitting, fully functional cover made by the most trusted mobile case manufacturer. And you can definitely trust OtterBox, I'll say that right now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And like I said, OtterBox has a lifetime warranty, which is pretty great. So we have our iPhone right here. We're just going to take it. We're just going to sit it in place like this. And I do have a glass screen protector on mine, so I hope that it works with that and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and take our top where the screen protector is and all that. And I'm going to go ahead and clean mine off first, because one of the worst things ever is when dust gets on the inside. And you know, that's just me, like, and all the OCD and all that crap, because, yeah, whatever. So that should be good enough for me, good enough to my liking anyway. Wait, there's like a little dust speck right there. I don't know, this is good enough. We'll just clip all these on. Make sure it's all tight and everything. All the corners. That does appear to be good. So let's go ahead and let's put on the... Oh crap, now I can't click my... There we go. Let's go ahead and put on the rubber shell is fairly easy to put on right here, as you can see. Just kind of take it, and you got to stretch it a little bit. Don't be too scared. It might feel like you're gonna break it, but you're definitely not. It's some pretty tough material. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in on all the edges like that. I'm just gonna fold it up. Make sure you get it right here. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, so we finally have our OtterBox fully installed to the phone. And as you can see, it looks especially dope on the back right here. One of the complaints that I do have is that this lip will not fully, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it won't fully, like, I don't know, what should I call it, like, snap on perfectly. And another complaint I have is that the home button it doesn't feel like you're pushing a real button. Like, it just feels like nothing. I mean, it still works, don't get me wrong. But it just feels a little bit weird in general. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. But yeah, the case does work perfectly fine, and I would say it is definitely worth it depending on where you buy it at. From OtterBox's website, it is $49.99 or $49.95, something like that. And I just do not think that this is worth just don't think it's worth it for $50. However, I got mine at Walmart and it was only $39.98, and I think that is a pretty decent price for a case like this. This has got extreme protection. It's got really good drop protection. You're definitely not going to break it if you drop this, say, from even 10, 20 feet. So, yeah, the case is fully functional. The built-in screen protector works pretty well, although if you do barely touch the phone, it does not work. You have to press down a little bit harder. And this blue right here looks pretty dope as well. The camera is fully functional. Come on, load up. Everything is fully functional, as you can see right there. Like I said, that button, it just doesn't feel like a button at all. If you're putting your full thumb on it, it doesn't feel like a button at all. If you kind of use like the tip of your thumb, like that, it kind of feels more like a button. But yeah, and the home button, the Touch ID, it feels fine. It's just, I just don't know how I feel about that yet. So yeah. That was my unboxing and review of the OtterBox Defender series for the iPhone SE, 5, and 5S. I definitely recommend this case if you are, say, a construction worker or that type of thing, or maybe you do a lot of, outdoor stuff where you experience very tough terrain where your phone might be exposed to dangerous air, I don't know, just dangerous areas in general. But if you're like me and you're like a typical person where the most dangerous place you'll ever be is probably at school, just dropping it on concrete, then I probably wouldn't get this. I'd get something a little less, expensive, a little less rugged, such as the OtterBox Commuter, because it doesn't add as much bulk. But yeah, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.